And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel. We're going to get you ready for a big Saturday afternoon of live racing here. Come on out here. Beautiful weather. You can watch the March Madness, what they're down to the Elite Eight, right, this weekend. You can watch all the games in a sports bar, and the sports book has that 75 LED wall, so all kinds of action, college basketball, live horse racing, beautiful weather, and we had a nice Friday yesterday. So some big winners. We had 6 winners in that popular Stronach 5. We'll get to that in a second. Real quick, though, up-and-coming apprentice jockey, Julio Correa, he had a 3-win day yesterday. Nice press release on the laurelpark.com website about Julio Correa's 3-win day yesterday.
Yeah, got it done. Got it started on River Sonata at 680, kind of an aggressive move into the pace, leaving the far turn. Then on the front end, he was able to get Last Love to last. Was
Bill
able to kind of
Comlo.
shake Bill Comlo at a price, 23.80, and then followed up. I thought, which might have been his best ride on Crystal Pier. He really got her to relax around the turn and then finish through the final 3/16 of a mile, teaming up with Kieran McGee. He's teamed up with Kieran for a couple wins, got through along the rail to get up late. But, good start here for Correa. Has a little promise.
Yeah, he's on some live ones today, so keep your eye on the apprentice jockey Julio Correa. All right, the Stronach 5 yesterday, it started right here at Laurel Park. It's a $100,000 guarantee, but they bet way more than that. They bet over $213,000 yesterday in the Stronach 5. It started race 9 yesterday here at Laurel Park, and there's the payout, $32,660. You had the 2 favorites in the sequence, okay? The favored one, Laurel Park race 9. That was Honor Run for Chucky Lawrence. That horse paid $560. All right, then leg B was Golden Gate Fields. You had a $15.80 winner there with the 9, Looks Good in a Tux. I didn't have that horse on my ticket. The only horse I had on my ticket was On a Run. Leg C, Santanita. That was a maiden special weight. Bob Baffert was the favorite in there with Foul, but Jerry Hollendorfer won it with an Animal Kingdom first-time starter. Agana's paid $13.80. Then the big feature of the Stronach 5 yesterday, Leg D at Gulfstream Race 10, the Grade 3 Orchid. The Chad Brown heavy favored one. This horse was even money. Morning line went off, 1-2. Santa Monica paid $3 to win the Orchid. So everybody keyed on that horse, right?
Well, it seems, that was our brutal beat. You and I both liked the horse.
The Roger Atfield, Itchy Masha was in front, just got nailed ahead.
Yes.
So you had the $3 winner there in Leg D with Chad Brown. And then the big blow-up horse, the Gulfstream Race 11, the final leg. You had a Timmy Hills horse, the 11 clock strikes 12. Third time out of the box on the turf, $49.40 winner in the finale. So that's where you get your big $32,000 payout.
I'm interested to see what the scenario was if Chad Brown would have gotten beat. What happens then?
Roger had held on there.
Yeah. Would we have had to carry? I'm not sure. Would you say it was 6 winning tickets? He might have had the
Chad Brown guy, man, he is just tough.
He ruins the party for everybody.
He is
We were
tough,
up there having a good time in the press box. I'm taking the lead in mid-stretch.
Right. You got a Hall of Famer in front,
comes.
right?
Yeah.
Here comes Chad Brown. He grows up at Saratoga, Bobby Frankel. And then he gets all the owners. Oh, yeah. All right, so that was all yesterday. Let's show you what's coming up here a week from today. This is a very popular event, the Decanter Reimagine, next Saturday, April 6th, a racing and wine experience here at Laurel Park. We'll have some exciting live racing, hopefully some nice weather. The weather looks nice for next week, so we're looking forward to that, and this brings out a big crowd every year.
Yeah, talking about it. It's each and every year it seems to be bigger. We have a couple of these little festivals similar throughout the racing season, and I love seeing the new faces and having them eventually come back.
Everybody comes all dressed up.
Oh yeah, it's a little different flavor for the day, and to get these people into the building, seeing what they're doing, the improvements within the whole facility, and then enjoying the product of what we're offering here at the Maryland Jockey Club Stronach Group. So it's days like this that are going to push this game forward. We need days like this to get the new fans in.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking forward to a big crowd next Saturday. More details on the laurelpark.com website. Also, Saturday, April 20th, today is Express Bet Florida Derby Day down there at Gulfstream.
Yes.
Some of the top 3-year-olds in the country down there. You have the Shug McGahee Fountain, a youth winner in there. The Billy Mott horse is the favorite, Hidden Scroll. So that's the Express Bet Florida Derby today. Coming up in a couple weeks. So what's today's date?
Today's
This is 3 weeks.
30th.
3 weeks
Yeah.
from today, we'll have the Express Bet Federico Tessio Day right here at Laurel Park. 5 stake races worth over $750,000. You win the Express Bet Tessio, and it's a win, and you're in for the Preakness. You win the Weber City Miss. That's a win, and you're in for the Black Eyed Susan. Also, we feature the premiere of the 2019 Match Series, so that's going to be a big day. Nice weather, hopefully, and a nice giveaway, too. Look at the Snazzy Maryland Jockey Club tote bag giveaway, so that's going to bring out a big crowd for Tessio Day.
Absolutely. Throw a little six-pack in there, right?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Perfect.
I imagine we'll see a few bags like that coming to Preakness. Bringing
Yes.
bringing a little something
Little
with them.
something.
So, all right, so that's what's coming up. More details about all the upcoming events and all the latest mail and racing news with our press releases on the laurelpark.com website. You can check out all our picks and our plays of the day as well on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's get right to it today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. We had a nice, perfect track yesterday.
Yeah.
It was fast, and it'll be perfect and fast today once again.
Yeah, maybe a little edge to speed when you really broke it all down, going through the winners throughout the card. We saw Crystal Pier kind of make that run along the inside to get it done, but for the most part, you wanted to be forward, turning for home. Yeah, look at the 70s, mostly sunny. Track is fast. Yeah,
and all the
shorts weather.
All the
finally.
water, the water tables for everything are high with all the rain and everything, and snow throughout the winter time. So the turf course it has all the water it needs. It just needs a little sunshine.
sun,
It'll green up real quick. And so today, days like today and tomorrow, when we're in the 70s, the sun's out. Turf races in the book for next weekend, the first weekend of the big spring meet here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, and the problem with this time of year around here, we get teased a little bit, so we still have to deal with it. Things really don't level off until about May, but well, I'm looking for the turf race and looking forward to it. Not from maybe a work standpoint.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare
bigger
for
fields,
us.
bigger fields, long days, but some bigger prices. Hopefully, we give you some big payouts with them big fields on our world-class turf course. So that's next week, and let's get right to it today. Here, race 1 will start the popular early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout on this early pick 5, and just like the late pick 5 and just like the Stronach 5, it's an industry low 12% takeout. I have a ticket today for both pick 5s
There you go.
here at Laurel Park. Yeah, I got annihilated in my Stronach 5 ticket yesterday, so I need a little pick 5 therapy today. A $32 ticket here for this early pick 5. Race 1, I like the 3 on top. Expect drama, but the 4 Charging Lion should be tough as well. The second race, my price play of the day, Trevor McCarthy, our leading rider. He's 9-2 on the 4 TB12, my top pick, but the favored, the 3 Fearless Terp, 7-5 for Claudio. He's going to be tough as well, so 3-4 in both races 1 and 2. I'll single on the Maryland McMullen horse in race 3, the 1 Mortal Storm. He ran huge last out at 10-1. Just got beat a neck. Keith, I know you have a video for that race. We'll show you a video spotlight of Mortal Storm, the 1 horse in race 3. I single on this early pick 5 ticket. A beaten nickel, 3 life. 2 turns in race 4. I go 4 deep there with the 1-4-5-7. Another beaten nickel, A in 6 months, 4 life, 6 furlongs in race 5. I go 4 deep there with the 3-4-5 in the 8. So a $32 ticket. Let's see if I can get live here in race 1. We're going a flat mile claiming 16,000, 3-year-olds and upward. Never won 2 lifetime, and we have a stat here in race 1. Let's show you the stat we have here. The 2 Southern rules. First off, the claim today for trainer Jonathan Maldonado.
Yeah, pretty good angle when claiming horses that are in form. Jonathan Maldonado over the last couple of years on the dirt, he's 5 for 13. First off the claim with runners off of a win. ROI of $6.29. That tells me one thing. He's moving these horses up a little bit, maybe in the spots that don't look like they really belong, but they're getting the job done. Southern Rules, same thing. He's got to improve a little bit off of his recent figures, but I think he's dropping back a 16th of a mile. He can handle the mile distance. He's got some speed to target. I like Southern Rules. Doesn't have to improve, but maybe a length or two to get past a couple of these in today's opener.
Yeah, Carlos Carrasco will ride. I like the two Southern Rules. I picked the horse third. Let's check out the picks here. Do you pick the horse on top?
I do. I'm going to go 2, 3, 4. You go 4 back. Nick Papagiorgio runs right with him. He's a horse that improved. Ran a couple 50s before running a 70 buyer and then came back off of it. He was in over his head in one of those races. But you see the way Expect Drama has kind of moved up since the start of the year. I think Southern Rules off the claim. Maybe a new barn can get this horse moving up just a little bit.
All right, I like the two. I go with the three on top. Expect Drama. Kevin Gomez will ride this horse in very good form. His last 4 races, he's been 1-2, a nice maiden win, 2 back, and then 3 seconds. He's 4 for 4 in the money here at Laurel Park. He'll give you an honest effort. He certainly looks like he's a consistent 3-year-old, a son of big drama here for Wayne Potts.
Yeah, he really wasn't respected at all at the windows last time. Comes out of the same race on March the 8th. His charging line is going to break right next to him, right out to the front. I know he was beaten 9, but, I mean, he held okay to hold off charging line, who did have an excuse in that race and was bet down to 7-2. Hard to separate those two. Looking for just a little bit bigger price with this 2-horse Southern Rules. Yeah, and the way the track was playing early yesterday, pretty much throughout the card, maybe it's a little bit of an edge to Expect Drama with that speed.
All right, so we both like the 1, 2, 3, 4 here in race 1. Let's turn the page. Race 2, a nice starter allowance, $25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward. Everyone 2, we're going 5.5 furlongs. We kick off we start the super high 5 here in race 2. That's a low 15% takeout for the super high 5 and a little bit of a carryover here in race 2. That's a little over 1,300 for the rolling super high 5. We also kick off the early pick 4 in race 2. Keith, you have an early pick 4 ticket. Let's check it out, see how you played it.
Very affordable $12 ticket, get you started. I think you like the 3 Fearless Terp and the 4 TB12. Third race, we go a little deeper. 1, 2, and 4. Top selection there is Mortal Storm. Wartweet's interesting. Owners, they usually have horses with Sanchez Solomon. Now it shifts over. Interesting move. Maybe a little price back with Karamanos to 2 Wartweet. Fourth race, 1 and 4. And the fifth race, we're going to finish it up here with the 3 Dr. Bolt and the 5 Tippett, $12. I don't think, we hit it. Might pay, I'll take 80 to 100 and then try to reinvest from there.
Yeah, parlay it back into the late pick 4 starting race 6. All right, let's check out race 2. This is one of our features of the day, the starter allowance going 5.5 furlongs. My price play of the day here is in race 2, the 4 TB12. But let's start with the 3 Fearless Terp. He's your 7-5 morning line favorite. We have a video spotlight to show you. You pick the horse on top. I pick him second. J.D. Acosta going to ride today for our leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez.
99 to 1 that day. How about 133 to 1 for Claudio? You don't see that too often. You might not see that again. This horse cleared 9 other rivals and a good A other than for 3-year-olds pretty easily. He kind of drug Acosta to the lead. Set sizzling fractions now. A little bit wind-aided down the backside was that opening quarter, but doesn't give away too terribly, through the last 16th of a mile. He's going to be on the engine again. He was able to kind of turn away Rip Rap Riley and re-break a bit from the quarter pole to the 8th pole. He's maybe has to deal with him again. He's going to be awfully tough, though. Second off of a layoff. There's your stat, 36% for Claudio. The road goes through Fearless Terp.
Yeah, well, the road goes through Claudio Gonzalez. He's 39 wins. He win again yesterday. Probably wins every day, just like McCarthy. But he's got about 39, 40 wins for the winter meet. The runner-ups, they're tied for second with 12.
Yeah, he's at the wire there at the 8th pole, maybe 16. Yeah, 8th pole, 3/16 pole.
And it's the same story with the riders. Trevor McCarthy just absolutely running away with leading rider title, and I use him on top here with the 4 TB12. We'll get a nice price on this 3-year-old for trainer Jamie Nass. A big win first off the claim against Maiden 25, going 5.5 in the mud. Maybe the mud moved him up a little bit, or maybe it was the new barn. Maybe it was McCarthy. He gets McCarthy once again today. It looks like he should get a nice trip sitting on the outside of the speed of the 1, the 2, and the 3. McCarthy, he'll sit on the outside, have a nice stalking trip here on the 4 TV12.
Yeah, this horse, was cut out to be a good one. A $90,000 purchase. Ran at Delaware back in September as a 2-year-old. Shuffled back trouble. Made a little bit of a late run against some good horses. Mercutio came out of there with stakes place. Ran a big one down at Tampa. Padrino's Heart, who we've seen run here recently. I think gets made for right around 40.
Sure.
TB12, reported first-time gelding last time out. Yeah, it might have been the mud, but he dominated that group. He was under a guzzle hold around the turn and just went by the leader with ease and then opened up. I think there's more in store for TB12. I do think he's the main threat, and wouldn't surprise me if he upsets Fearless Turf, especially if a little bit of a duel develops.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there in race 2. A nice starter allowance to kick off that early pick 4. Another starter allowance here in the 3rd race for you. We're going a flat mile here in race 3. 25,000 starter allowance, filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2. That's the condition. We both go with the 1 Mortal Storm on top. I key on this filly on my early pick 5 ticket. She's 2-1 morning line. Rosario Montanez will ride. Montanez was aboard last out. We have the video spotlight. Let's show you Mortal Storm. Here's the race from March 10th right here at Laurel Park.
On a muddy surface, broke its maiden on a fast track, but look at her. She looked all done. She was on the lead. Really not strong factions. The couple horses go by, but watch her down to the inside, battle back. Brushing is going to end up winning this on the outside in the blue silks for Hammy Smith. There was a lot of whining going on upstairs, Stan, after this defeat. Look at this, coming back. I had her 10-1. Get up this time. Can't quite do it. Brushing a little too good. I don't think she's going to have the lead in here today with Liz's Smile, but proven to be able to stalk. And the key was the blinkers going on. This horse had an issue of trying to get out a little bit. They've got this filly straightened out. She won't mind a target in Liz's Smile. What I worry about is the 2's my price user. Toss the last, muddy, tough surface, and a tough field. Sarah's Treasure, Awesome Singer, a good group in that handicap race. This is relief. It didn't run bad against Exhilarating. I think War Tweet back with Karamanos is going to make a run into it, along with Janelle Dreams.
All right, I didn't use a 2. I used a 6 in my exacted Cherry and the Hawk. You get Vargas. This horse ran a big race first off the claim for the new barn trainer, Brandon McFarlane, 4-year-old daughter of Al Padrino. If she can duplicate that effort today, she'll be right there. She comes out of the same Mortal Storm race, the race we just showed you. Cherry and the Hawk, a good 3rd that day.
Yeah, they've taken the Lasix off of her, and that might have been the key. Sometimes maybe horses have little reactions. Don't know, but
sure.
Maybe she's coming back to one of her better races. She's capable of running close to a mid-60s. Want to see a little bit more stamina than what she showed through the last 8 the other day.
All right, so we both have the 1 Mortal Storm on top here in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That starts in race 4. Carry over almost $1,000. I like the late pick 5. That starts in race 5. We'll check it all out right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Okay, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 4. We also start the middle pick 4 in this race, so lots of action here. Carryover in the pick 6 today's $985. My co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket for the pick 6. Let's check it out, see how he played it. He has a single there in race 5. It's a $57.60 play, so very affordable. Race 4, he goes with the 1-7. Race 5 is his single. He singles on the 3, Dr. Bolt. First off the claim for trainer Kieran McGee. Race 6, that's a nice maiden 40 going a mile. He likes the 4 and the 6 there. Race 7, he goes all. It's a nickel 2 life going 5.5. He goes all in race 7. I don't blame him. That's wide open. Race 8, he uses the 2-4-5. And then race 9, he goes with the 1-6-7-9. So there's his ticket, pick 6 time here in race 4. You can study his ticket, all of our tickets, some more on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look here.
Okay.
Race 4. We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. And I go with the 1 Accusing on top. Trevor McCarthy on this 4-year-old son of Blaine for trainer Anthony Farrier. Woke up and ran a decent race at Charlestown last out. Beaten favorite at 4-5, but a good second at this level for 5,000 at Charlestown. Didn't like the mud 2 starts ago here at Laurel Park, and but a big effort 3 starts ago with McCarthy aboard. That was going 6 furlongs and rallied from the back of the pack that day to finish a good second. So now he gets 2 turns today. He's 0 for 3 at this distance, but I think McCarthy will give him a nice ground-saving, smart ride from the 1 hole.
Yeah, not a lot of speed in this race, too. You know, the 45 and 4 fraction 3 races back, he was within range of that, maybe 5 off of it, turning for home. Nobody with any kind of blazing speed, but here's Paco coming back quick, but Jerry Brooks has gotten horses to kind of return 5-6 days and run okay throughout his career. I think he's about 16, 17% in doing so. Here's Paco teaming up with Bobby Paz. This horse drops out of a tougher race. The Turbine race, those were horses that won multiple races. This is a 3 in life, basically, we're looking at right now. Here's Paco, I think, is the controlling speed. Got a little weary late, got himself in a little tight late, but I think at the mile 16th he can use his speed to his advantage around the first turn, get a little breather, and kind of open up and hold off Accusing late.
Well, you make a good point. Yeah, he was running out of condition last out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Turbine won that race. That was a A in 6 months, and it never won 4
or 5.
race.
It could have been right.
Or never won 5. Yeah. So all right. So here's Paco, gets an easier spot today. I use him there. I don't use them in this race. I do. Yeah, I go 4 deep in this race on my early pick 5 ticket. So I use the 4. Here's Paco. The 7 I use in my exacta. Kierland, I think, gets a nice class relief today for trainer Mark Reed. Second off a 2.5-month freshening. We take a drop. Weston Hamilton rides. I think Kierland can wake back up and run a big race today.
Yeah, this is the right move for him. Go to the bottom. He's not super fast. Doesn't have a lot of speed. I know he wants a little bit of help up front, but you know he's going to have to improve a couple lengths. But it wouldn't be any terrible surprise. I just think control factor on the front end 4-1. Roman Warrior maybe to rally into it, but I think it's 1 or the 4 in here.
All right, let's turn the page here. I like the late pick 5 today as well. Race 5 kicks off the late pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months, never won 4. That's the condition. Let's check out. No carryover today in the pick 5, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout. More money back in your pocket when you hit the pick 5s. I have a $48 ticket for the late pick 5. I go 4 deep here in races 5 and 6. Race 5, I have the 3, 4, 5, 8. Race 6, I have the 2, 4, 6, 9. So maybe I can get a price or 2 home here in races 5 or 6. Race 7, I single on my best bet of the day there, the Jerry Robb horse, the 7 Top Caesar. Gets back to a fast track today, has speed on the outside. I think the 7 Top Caesar is going to be awfully tough in race 7. And then race 8, I go with the 2, 4, 5. Race 9 to wrap things up. The 9 Gorbachev going to be tough to beat. But the 7 Divine Dancer gets that hot bug boy, Julio Correa, who won 3 yesterday. 1 for Kieran yesterday. Kieran trains the 7 Divine Dancer, so 7-9 there in the finale.
All right.
Let's take a look here at race 5. We're going 6 furlongs for this beaten nickel. I go with the 8 on top here on the far outside here in race 5. Dr. Serrato, I think, with that is in good form right now for trainer Claudio Gonzalez. Just ran close to a lifetime best last out. That was a nickel 3 life he won, wire to wire, big 58 buyer Carlos Carrasco was aboard that day. Carlos Carrasco and Claudio, a staggering 37% together with a positive ROI. So this horse has speed on the outside for top connections here. I'll go with the 8, Dr. Serrato on top.
Yeah, visually strong, improved speed last time. Just whistled away from a little lighter bunch, but he's shown a rating gear in the past, just in case 50s Music wants to go, who has some speed. Dr. Serrato, he's going to be around a long way in here. That group he beat, but man, it's Claudio. I mean,
Claudio, yeah.
What can you do? Dr. Bolt is going to be your favorite for Kieran. Interesting, even with turf season around, this horse has run okay on the turf in the past. They go ahead and just run back for 5. Good stat though for Kieran. He's 36% over the last couple years, 9 for 25 when running first off the claim and back for the nickel. So a strong number there for Kieran McGee, who's starting to kind of perk up a little bit. I'm sure he's ready for a big spring and summer.
Sure.
I go to Tippett. I visually like Tippett's race last time. He's looks like he's in sharp form. He's shown a little bit more speed. He rated back and came again. Now that was the slower part of a split race that afternoon, but I think he's going to sit a perfect stalking trip in here and finally get it done. I know Scott Lake a little bit cool. He's 1 for 13 over the last 30 days at Laura, but maybe he gets the jump on Dr. Bolt. But yeah, Dr. Serrato, he's going to be around. He could win it. He's going to have to deal with Greeley is back to his outside in 50s Music. Let's see if he can do that. So 5, 3, 4, 8 for me.
Right.
They're in the 5th.
Yeah, we like the same four horses there, and I'm 4 deep there on both my pick 5 tickets. Let's turn the page. Race 6 is one of our features of the day.
Yeah.
It kicks off the late pick 4. We're going a flat mile. Maiden claiming 40,000 for straight 3-year-olds, and you have the 6 on top. I used the horse second. We have a video spotlight to show you of the 6, One More Drink. Here's the race from February 7th at Laurel Park.
Yeah, I thought this was awfully good. Got in a battle at 11-1 that afternoon with Dixie Draw. One More Drink took the pressure and was able to kind of dig in and seeded a little bit late. Only gets beat, 2.5 when it was all said and done. But set okay fractions along the rail. And what I like about this is the way Dixie Draw has come back. Came back to run a 74 in the private terms. You look at his most recent race, comes out of that tough race with Hoffa's Union, who are expecting he's down in Florida now, right, if I'm not mistaken.
With Cassie,
yeah.
I think, right?
And out of that race, Padrino's Heart came back to win. So a little grudgingly late, a little bit to the left, fleet, a little squirrely final 16th. But I think against the better horses, what worries me is this little stat made special weight to maiden claimant for Kelly Rubley, 8%, where you're looking at the 4-horse, Ben and Joe, 26% with this move from Motion. But he's a little bit more tactical, had to be used wide. Now coming back to the one turn, I think One More Drink hangs around the whole way.
All right, I use the horse for sure. I use the horse in my exacta. We both like the 2, Welling. This is a well-bred first-time starter. This horse takes advantage of the waiver condition. It's a Maryland bred, so he's in here for no claiming price. He's by Curlin out of the good Meyerhoff Touch Gold mare. Take a Check, who was a stakes horse. So this is a homebred for Meyerhoff. Some nice works up there at Trombetta's Fair Hill operation. He gets his main go-to rider, Pimentel. I'll take a shot here with this Curlin first-time starter, the 2, Welling.
Yeah, Take a Check made a lot of money. All wins going
George
long,
Dickey Small,
460,000. Right? Yeah, this horse got steady, solid work pattern, a couple bullet works at Fair Hill. Is a fool to Wise Minister, who was a good one. Half to Gursky, who made a lot of money. This isn't a move that Trombetta does a lot, though. He doesn't run horses long first time out of the box. Interesting. Stuck down inside, but man, this horse should be able to cover all the ground that he wants. I'm going to go with some horses that have a little bit more experience. Dynastic, I think, could be a horse that's on the improve. I like the breeding there on that one. And possibly even underneath, Lucky Jr. With Correa, right? Does he stay on board, Correa? Part of the entry for Hammy Smith?
No, I have the 1 Lucky Jr. as scratched.
Oh, then we're going to take – okay. Well, if he's out, then I did not have that late scratch on him. I thought he was going to be part of the pace flow. But I'm going to stick with experience in here and talk about – let's not forget about the 9, Lincoln's Address with Motion. How about that mare?
You said 1 and 3, right, Pete? Okay, yeah, 1 and 3 at a race 6.
All right,
yep.
Thank you. And going to the outside with the 9, Lincoln's Address. Motion's first-timer here for Larry Johnson. Sincerely made $322,000, ran upwards of 100 buyer, is half to a $370,000 winner, $150,000 earner. Yeah, interesting here. A couple firsters to keep an eye on. Maybe the tote board will give you a little bit of a tell on the 2 and the 9.
Sure, yeah, and you get McCarthy on the 9, Lincoln's
Mhm.
address. So some well-bred first-time
Okay.
starters in race 6 to kick off this late pick 4. Let's take a look here at the 7th race. 7th race, we're going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. My best bet of the day here in race 7. I go with the 7 Top Caesar for trainer Jerry Robb. Jerry Robb, 25% winners at the meet. He's doing well. And this horse, a big race 2 starts ago, early February here at Laurel. 6 furlongs on a fast track, a good third that day.
Mhm.
That was against 16,002 life. Didn't like the mud last out. Just forget about that race. The horse is over 3 in the mud. He broke his maiden here at Laurel last September against maiden 25,000. He whistled that day, won by 6, wire to wire, big 61 buyer. The horse that was second that race came back to win. So this horse is capable of some big efforts. I think Wesley Ho will have a nice forwardly placed trip from the outside here with all the early speed the 7 Top Caesar has.
A little bit of a drop here. Brightest Star has plenty of speed.
Sure.
Tap it on the side. I kind of see this race maybe wilting, falling apart mid-stretch, looking for somebody to pick up the pieces. I wish I was special. I think he's going to be the one. I know Freshen, since a good second at Charlestown, broke the maiden 3 starts back at Laurel and beat a next out winner, was well clear of that one. Sandwiched in between was a pretty good effort when dueling through fast fractions, going a mile against better horses. You look at the Charlestown race, you may say, nah. But Dashing Lou came back and was a clear winner against better here at Laurel. I think this horse is just going to sit in a perfect spot mid-pack and rally on by. Looking for a little bit of a price. Maybe Wilco's Golden Eye. I guess going to be that horse a late scratch as well, right?
Yeah,
That
the
was
5.
my other price.
5.
So.
Wilco's Golden Eye is out.
Getting
Yep.
all the late scratches. I didn't get them at like 10:30, so they're coming in late today. But 376, maybe tap it on the side. I guess would be my 4th pick in there to maybe pick up a piece. But I wish I was special going to sit a perfect trip in race number 7.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 8. Race 8 kicks off the late daily double. We're going 5.5 furlongs in the 8th race, claiming 5,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. And we have a video spotlight here. We'll get to that horse in a second. Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys. Just put the okay. Thank you. We'll get to $80 in a second. Who you pick third? That horse 20 to 1. Big price there on the 6. But let's start with the 4. You don't have the 4. I used the 4.
No.
Luca Sita, 4 trainer Claudio Gonzalez, a homebred for Mr. Alberto Lozano. And this horse no good in debuting. Claudio dropped him right to the maiden 10. A nice win that day. The 12-5 was too tough. Now we go right to the nickel 2 life. Carlos Carrasco will ride. I think Luca Cito, he runs an honest race today for our top barn.
Certainly. I think, the speed is going to be Towney rolling out to the front. Got that one to catch Kevin Patterson with a jam job. Got in a little trouble early on at Charlestown, which doesn't help your chances at 4.5. Desperation move, trying to take an edge. He's going to be the one to catch. I like a price horse on here, $80. I think there's going to be some chasers in here. Then they're going to fade. I'm looking for a couple horses to pick up the pieces, mainly being the 3 Jonathan McDee and the 6. Let's look at that race of $80 on February the 3rd. Right? Is that the one we've got?
Yep. February going 6 furlongs on a fast track.
With Brittany Scampton that day and sitting behind, there's old Dr. Serrato, Trapper's Delight right there in the mix. But this horse is kind of sitting there with run. Off of maybe a 3 or 4-way scramble. I'm waiting for a scene for this horse to now pick up a run. These horses can't be started and stopped at this level a couple times, Dan. Keep going. But watch this horse. This horse gave up some ground, had to steady once or twice. Trapper's Delight is going to go ahead and win clear. But that horse was willing to the wire. A little more experience right here. Chiappi comes back, who knows this horse.
Yep,
this is my user as a price underneath in all your exotics. Yep.
Well, Chappie won on the horse last October. Broke the horse's maiden right here at Laurel Park at 8 to 1 that day. So you'll get a nice price today on the 6, $80. So all right. So we like a couple different horses there in the 8th race. Let's turn the page. Race 9, another beaten nickel here. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,003 and up. A in 6 months, never won 4 is the condition. And I go with the 9 Gorbachev on top. No collusion. No collusion. This horse has won 3 in a row for Jose Corrales off the claim. Yeah, I'm sorry, he's won 2 in a row. He's going to win 3 in a row today. Ricardo Trappi gets a nice trip on the outside.
Yeah, he's had comfortable fractions. The field that he beat last time still a little bit questionable. He's going to have to deal with Glory Hound, I think. And not saying Gorbachev can't sit just off of him, but I think you're going to see Glory Hound be aggressive, go to the front. Gorbachev right there. Divine Dancer's shown a little bit of hang lately. So I go to the one. I go to Swing Step, try to get Donovan out in the home. 1 win so far this year. But Swing Step was kind of shuffled a little bit on February the 8th when winning that 3 in life, was able to get to the outside circle and go by, and didn't really disgrace himself in that other. And I don't know why he went in that spot. That was asking way, way too much at 55 to 1. Awfully good group of horses. They went awfully fast that day. Swing Step, the flow's going to be to his liking here. I think he's going to make a run into it and try to nab him at the wire.
I like him. He's a closing sprinter. Toledo's going to be in traffic early on. He's going to have to navigate a good trip on the 1 Swing Step. You get a nice 9-2 price there. The 7 Divine Dancer gets a big weight break from my top pick. My top pick, the 9 Gorbachev, has to carry 126. The 7 Divine Dancer gets in at 116 with the 7-pound Bug Boy Julio Correa. That's a big 10-pound swing.
Overmatched 3 back, found the right level the last 2 races. Like I said, just a touch of hang, maybe a little bit of weight break will help. I think he's going to sit in great position. I want to see a little bit more follow-through from him. But Glory Hound, Damon might slip away at a little bit of a price here. Don't leave him out of the mix. The 6-horse, has your speed.
All right, so that's it. That's our 9 races here today at Laurel Park. Carry over in that Rainbow Pick 6. That starts race 4, the big mandatory payout down at Gulfstream Park today on their ExpressBet Florida Derby Day. They also have, I think, over $2.6 million in carryover for the Rainbow Pick 6. And today it's a mandatory payout.
Wow.
That's going to be huge. That's going to be, over $10 million at least.
Billions of dollars. Wow. It's a lot of work, too. I looked at those fields. I might need a loan or 2 for that one.
All right, and good luck to Gunavera. Have they run the Dubai World Cup yet, Pete? Do we know? It's running now?
I was going to say,
is that them turning for home? Is Gunavera coming? All right, go Gunavera. The old Preakness Warhorse still going. He's running in the Dubai World Cup right now. Good luck, Dave Rodman, coming up next with today's scratches and changes.
Good luck.